Hey guys, so we are back with our 9 different things that we have learned since juicing for a week. We wanted to share them with you in case you are planning on going on a juicing adventure like we just did. Hopefully it'll help you be prepared because it is definitely a journey and you never know what's going to come up. So hopefully these 9 things will help you on your way.
All right, so 7 days. I guess it's been a 7-day thing for sure. So I guess first thing I guess I can talk about is we have notes here, so that's what we're looking down. But it's definitely juicing is just like any other diet. You know, it's a mental battle. It's going to challenge you. It's going to make you think, why am I doing this? You know, just overall is something that you just have to try and overcome it because you can. You know, you find out that you're capable of, your mind is capable of overcoming a lot of things, and then definitely eating right and trying to get your mind and your body used to other foods that you're not used to is it's a challenge for anyone. You know, even for people that don't like certain foods, you have to just try it and just go for it. So it's definitely been a battle. Some days it seems like the juice is fine and it tastes great, and for whatever reason the next day it doesn't. But that's all in your mind, I think, because it's the same exact stuff that you've been doing for the last 2-3 days, and then on day, for example, day 5 and 6 for me were tough, and it was the same thing. So it's just mentally you kind of start blocking yourself from you know, not wanting to do this anymore. But it's your brain. It's telling you need to survive because you've been surviving on everything else for so long. That's what you're used to. So yeah. It's definitely an uphill battle, but it gets a lot easier if you just keep going and don't give in into your cravings or your wants, most of all. Because I'm like me, like us, we're not really craving a certain thing, but you obviously want food because that's what you're used to, like everyone else. But just have to keep going, and you know, just think of your why. You know, my why is like I said before, is better health, mostly my diabetes that I have, that I'm slowly getting, you know, better at. But the battle here was days 5 and 6 are really tough for me, but it's you either give up and then go back to taking pills, or you keep going a few more days until hopefully day 10 and then start tapering down a little bit, or keep going if you're used to it. So that was the mental battle for me, day 5 and 6.
Yeah. The second thing we wanted to share with you guys is that food is really addicting. You are going to, with that mental battle, you're going to reach a point where you feel like, oh my God, I am starving. I am going to die. You guys are not dying. It's a mental hunger more than it is anything. There is a physical rumbling of your stomach, which ends up just being, you know, your digestive process starting up and getting ready for food. But you guys, you are not starving. You're not going to die without food. So you start realizing that when you have all these cravings, especially for the things that aren't really that good for you, it is straight up addicting. And they have done studies where, you know, the chemicals and whatever, it releases the dopamine in our brain, the same thing as drugs do, you know. And so that's one thing that juicing really helps, because it's an elimination diet, is it helps kind of break that connection, that food, the addictive food that we're so used to. It's really good for breaking that connection. So that's number 2. So number 3 is if you put the right stuff in your body and you push through, because 1 or 2 days is not really going to do it. You're going to have benefits from just 1 or 2 days. But if you push through, then your body is actually going to start healing itself.
Yeah, I mean, you'll start noticing differences. You know, your confidence builds up because you feel better. You know, you're walking taller in a way. You feel lighter. You can do things a little bit better. For me, I drive all day, every day, just about, even on the weekends, because you got to go to the store and run errands and everything. So, the clarity in your vision is just so much nicer. Like everything seems clearer. You seem to like think clearer. Your focus is better. Everything just it starts falling into place like it should because you're feeding your body the right things. So just the sense of smell. Like for example, today we went into a juice bar, but they have other stuff other than just juices, smoothies and everything,
sandwiches
really.
and stuff.
Yeah, and as soon as we walked in, we just smelled that sugar, like just right in your face. And it's something that you're so used to when you're not eating right, that I guess your senses, your sense of smell is not as strong as it is when when you're eating the right stuff and your body's functioning properly.
Yeah.
So yeah, just that sense of smell is just it's insane. But those basically have been two things that I've noticed that have changed so far.
And your lower blood sugar.
Oh, that too. It's been maybe 3 days or 2 days that I've been under 100 on the blood sugar.
All throughout the day too, even in the morning with the dawn effect that we've been talking to you guys about.
Mm-hmm. Today, this morning overnight, I was at 96, I believe, which is wild for.
Amazing.
I'm not used to that. Like
amazing.
I'm used to waking up and then okay, I have to take medicine.
Yeah.
And
then, you were in the 200s before we started this?
Yes,
like in the mornings, especially when you would wake up?
Yeah, it was close to 200.
So 7 days, you guys, from the 200s when he would wake up to under 100 is amazing.
And that was my motivation of just keep going and not giving in to the cravings or the wants, and it's just
and he wanted to, trust me.
I was upset, like literally not happy at all. So, but
I kept reminding him, 98 is what you want. This is why you're doing it. 96, that is why you're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, everything's going well with that, with the blood sugar. Maybe we can, I don't know, add a picture of what it looks like now on the meter if we can. But yeah, it's definitely dropped a lot, and I feel better. I'm not constantly going to the bathroom like I used to, and it's just something that has just changed my way of living, because I would go to the store and then you have to go to the bathroom because when you're diabetic you have to pee a lot. And I go hours now without having to go to the bathroom, which is awesome. Going to theme parks, when we do go back, that's going to be great because that was a hassle. After every ride or before you're getting in the line, I'd have to make sure you go to the bathroom because it becomes a worry, and I'm glad hopefully that's not going to be the case anymore in the future. So
the other things that I noticed with just juicing this past week was I started getting headaches at the first, like, detox symptoms. The headaches completely went away after day 2, I think, and I haven't had any more headaches, none whatsoever, not even the slightest bit.
Sure.
And then also I was experiencing a lot of inflammation in my knees, especially. I did end up having knee surgery a couple years ago, several years ago, but it gets really inflamed every once in a while, and so my inflammation is completely gone. And so you guys will start experiencing things like that: lower blood pressure, lower blood sugar, lower inflammation, things like that, if you just put the right stuff in, and then also push through when it gets really hard for that. Number 4, ginger is in a lot of juices, a lot of juicing recipes, you guys, but something that a lot of people don't realize is ginger is very spicy. So watch how much you put in your juices.
Yes.
So
let's see, number 5 on our list here is we tend to find out that not all juices taste good. So you gotta just find what you like and stick to it so you don't get grossed out and not want to do it, because it turns you off mentally, to be honest. When you're, for example, that's what I take for work. So if I have something that doesn't taste good, I'm not gonna want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So for us, it's been the all green that we're making lately.
We're
just
moving towards those ones more.
Yeah, no, not too much with the carrots and things like that, because
I like them, and I like the sweet potatoes too, but
no, me not so much. I'm more of just the greens, the lemons, the celery, the kale, the spinach, things like that. It just for me it tastes like fresh.
Fresher, yeah.
And it's like thirst quenching, So for me it's just my choice, but you can like whatever you want.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're kind of in the experimental phase, but we found at least 1 or 2 or 3 that we really like. So we're gonna probably stick to those. It's easier. It'll make shopping easier, prepping easier, and then as we go along, we can always try and add in other things to those as bases. So let's see. A couple. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead. Number 6.
Number 6. So just like with any vegetable or anything like that, some juices will make you to go to the bathroom more than others. This is what I'm finding out, which makes me really nervous because I have to be at work without a bathroom available all the time.
Yeah.
I think for me it was juices that have like more carrots and they're like brown in color. I don't know what was in it.
It's the carrot with the green. It makes it brown.
So I guess spinach with carrots. For me, it's like 30 minutes in, I better be near a bathroom because I'm going to have to go. The green one doesn't do that much for me, which is great, So that's kind of what I'm sticking to, just for another reason why. But some juices, depending on you and your body, of course, some might be different. I don't think she has that much problem like I do.
No.
But, you will have to go to the bathroom depending on your body. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
The green one that we had for lunch today, that one cleaned me out. So, it is what it is. But some will make you go faster than others. Sometimes you won't even have an issue. So it's really listen to your body. And if you end up in the bathroom for hours, then maybe you want to stay away from that juice.
Yeah. Also, your pee is going to turn weird colors. And it's going to be dark even though you're drinking water. The vegetables or whatever in it. It's either going to be like pretty dark yellow or some orange. It's weird, but it's normal.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have any other issues, I think you'll be okay. But expect that even if you drink water, the color is going to be a lot darker for sure.
Yeah. And it's normal. So it's number 7. You will need more than you think you do. So that's where it's really important to prep and plan what juices you're going to be making. Also, prepping all your veggies, washing them, chopping them if you need to, getting them ready to go, and then also planning for a couple of days worth of juices will make it so much easier for you. We just ended up making 6 different juices. It's gonna last us, well, if we both have 2 juices, it'll last us 3 days. So yeah, definitely prep and plan for your juices. It'll make your life a lot easier. You won't be scrambling around, well, what kind of juice do I make? What, it'll just be so much easier for you just to grab a juice and go.
Yeah, just get it all done in one,
Yep.
Meal prep for, at least 3 days. I believe that's what you can store for 3 days before it goes bad with bacteria.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you want to, if you do that, make sure you fill it up to the top with water, just so that it eliminates more of the possibility of any kind of bacteria forming. So continue drinking water while you are juicing. Now this is it kind of seems like duh, but it's so easy just to drink the juice and not even drink water. So just make sure that you are drinking enough water. A couple of times he's mentioned that he hasn't drank enough water. I have a gallon jug that I bring with me everywhere, so I am constantly drinking water. Kind of goes back to the other rule that it kind of goes back to the other thing that we were talking about, is your urine may look like you're dehydrated, like the super yellow, but just continue drinking water and you'll be totally fine.
Yeah,
So.
I drink these I don't know, it's like 24-ounce bottles, and I feel like I'm not able to drink as much right now because in my mind I'm already drinking stuff. So
Yeah.
I had to do better than that for sure.
All right. And our number 9, if you start, you will start craving weird things that you wouldn't normally. So our daughter, for instance, has been craving mac and cheese. She hasn't had mac and cheese since she was little.
Yes.
I started craving like tacos, I think, and I never get tacos anywhere ever. But you may start craving some really weird things. Not just like, oh, I'm craving, you know, a hamburger or whatever, but something really weird. But if you start craving fruits and vegetables, you guys are headed in the right direction.
That's right.
So that's how you know that it's working. Keep pushing through, keep doing it. Set a goal for yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm just going to go 30 days. Start slow, go, 10 days, see how you feel on the 10th day. Go from there. You can add another 10 days to it. You could eat and then do another 10 days. So just really make a goal for yourself. Yeah.
It's your personal experience, so you taper it to however you feel comfortable.
Exactly.
We said, let's start at 10 days, but you can start at maybe 3 or 5, you know, when you start making that transition from, from what you used to eat to what's better for your body. It's all up to you, really. I mean, we're gonna go 10 days, maybe more, depending on how we feel. It's just about being comfortable. You're gonna get uncomfortable, of course, because it's different. But just push through and then see what you can do for yourself.
Exactly. So before we go, real quick, I have 2 special tips for you guys. Number 1, the produce that you guys get that comes in bags, save the bags, and then you can empty the pulp from your juice into the bag and then throw it away. It'll cut down on the smell of all of the pulp being in your trash can.
Yeah.
The other thing too is clean your juicer right away after use, because if you let it sit there, it's really difficult to clean, and then you don't want old pulp and juice and fruits and vegetables stuck to your juicer. So those are 2 tips from us to you. These have been 9 things that we have learned after a week of juicing, 7 days. We hope you guys are doing well.
You'll sleep better, to be honest. When you're feeling better, you'll sleep better. Your mind is at ease. So what's not better than sleeping better?
I know, right? So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and we will check in with you in our next update, which will be tomorrow on day 8. See you later.